Hey guys, welcome back to week 3 pick'ems for the NFL, man. I just looked before I started this video, and for the whole year, I am 17 picks correctly and 16 incorrectly, with the one game being the tie. So not super great so far, but absolutely love making these videos, and I'll post in my description or the comments the ESPN pick'ems, the pigskin pick'ems. If you guys want to join like my group that I'm in and play against me, you're more than welcome to. But to start off Thursday Night Football, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cleveland Browns. I like doing these off the fly too because I really don't prep for these videos and who I'm going to pick. So like, as I'm looking at this, I'm trying to decide in my head. And Browns fell to the Jets last week by 1. Steelers fell to the Patriots. If they keep Mitch Trubisky in for the Steelers, it's not going to actually, I don't like any of their quarterbacks. I really don't like Pickett either. He was one of the candidates for the Panthers as well, and I'm super glad we did not get him, but that's just me because I just, personal reasons, blah, blah, blah. I want to go with Cleveland Browns here. Sorry, Steelers fan. This is the 3rd week in a row that I have picked against you, and I hear from all of my, a lot of my friends are Steelers fans, so sorry. Texans and the Bears. The Bears got beat last week by Packers, I'm pretty sure, and the Packers ran all over them. But Houston, they're still trying to find themselves. They're not playing too terrible, but I'm gonna have to go with the Bears here. So yeah, probably a pretty low scoring game, like 17-14 maybe. Kind of close, but I'm gonna go with the Bears. The Vegas Raiders blew their lead to the Cardinals last week, and the Titans are, they've been struggling, especially they got whooped. It was yesterday to me, right? Yeah, today's Tuesday. Yesterday to me by the Bills. Absolutely blew up. So both teams had a pretty rough week. Wow. I'm just going to go with the better coach team. In my opinion, I don't even know who's coaching the Raiders. Better coach team and home field advantage to the Titans. I'm gonna go roll with them, and fingers crossed on that one because I honestly have no idea. This one is pretty cut and dry. The Colts have not looked good in 2 weeks of playing thus far, so Kansas City all day. Not much to say on this game. Also, as I'm doing these, I'm hoping that every game actually happens because in week 2 there was like 3 or 4 games that like didn't show up on my slideshow. I don't know how or what happened. Probably something I did, but just saying, if your team's not on here as I do it, that's probably why, and I'll put them in my comments of who I actually pick. But this is a tough one actually. I mean, the Bills are probably your best team in football right now, but the Dolphins with a massive comeback last week against the Ravens by like what 21 points, 28 points, came back and won in overtime. I think it was overtime. Or was it like last second they won? Something. Insane game. I caught the end of it. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. My brother's a Ravens fan. He couldn't believe it. More of the same. But I'm still going to roll with the best team in football until otherwise. Bills away. I'll take it. Detroit Lions and the Vikings. Lions won last week, and they came back in week 1. Vikings looked really good week 1, and not so good yesterday being Monday Night Football. I needed Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson to go off, and that did not happen because Kirk Cousins had a stinker and a half. I like this one. This game should be a good one. I'm going to roll with the Lions here. Again, I love their coach. I don't know his name. I'm going to say Dan Campbell. Actually, that's I think definitely not right. I think Dan Campbell's black. I could be wrong on that one too. But the video clips I've seen of the Lions coach, really enjoy him. It seems like he puts like his heart and soul, and like you just hear it in his voice. Absolutely love it. I'm gonna go with the Lions here. Ravens, Patriots. Again, we already talked about the Ravens blowing that lead. Not super high on the Patriots. They did just beat the Steelers 17-14, close battle. But again, I don't think the Steelers are that good. They were missing TJ Watt. They squeaked by them. I think that the Ravens should handle business, even though it's kind of what they did last week until like the second half. But I'll still go with the Ravens here by like like 10 points, like a 24-14 deal. Oh man, the Bengals and the Jets. Jets came back and won last week against the Browns. They're playing okay. The Bengals are looking super bad. I don't know if it's the offensive line. I really haven't seen much of anything, but I know they have been struggling really bad. I still can't pick against them. I'm still going to pick the Bengals here. Like they obviously just have a better team. I just don't know what's not clicking for them. A bunch of people I see, Zach Taylor is a terrible coach, is what they're saying. But I think execution matters to the players too. I don't think you can always throw it on the coach, but yeah, it's my opinion versus yours. But I'll go with the Bengals here. For their sake, I hope they win, because it's an 0-3 start after making the Super Bowl I don't even know what to say about that one. The Eagles versus Washington. I think this will be a pretty easy game for the Eagles too. After watching them yesterday, I was glad the Eagles were winning for Monday Night Football, because I was like, good, Vikings gonna have to throw. Kirk Cousins is gonna go off. Justin Jefferson's gonna go off again for my fantasy. That never happened, but the Eagles kept on playing. I messaged my brother-in-law, who is an Eagles fan, and I was like, dude, they're looking good. And he said something about Jalen Hurts. I said, dude, he's freaking. I don't know what the percentage wise, but it was like 90%, and he had 2 rushing touchdowns. I was like, you can't beat that. You know, that's too tough. And I know the Commanders are still iffy. I don't even know. I can't remember if they won last week or not, but I know that like Ron Rivera's on the hot seat. Same with Matt Rule for my Panthers, but I'm gonna go with the Eagles. They're looking really good right now, so I think it's a pretty easy one. And then my Panthers, who is close to being like the worst team in the NFL, even though we could be 2-0, you know, but we're 0-2. That's how it falls. Saints lost to the Bucs last week, and they came back against Falcons week 1. I do remember that. It pains me. Until it happened, until the Panthers actually win, you know, I'm going to go with the Saints here. You got something to show. I mean, do I think the Panthers can win this game? Absolutely. I think we're just not clicking on certain things. Pass protection has not been good for us, and wide receivers are dropping the balls, man. The completion percentage for Baker Mayfield is super low, and I don't really think it's his fault. Just things aren't clicking yet. Once they do, I mean, we'll be pretty set. Last week we started off on the kickoff, fumbled the ball, lost it. Then finally on our first drive on 3rd down, fumbled the ball again, lost it, and only held them to 6 points. It's super good by the defense, super bad by our offense and special teams. So, but until then, until they actually win and put it together, I'm gonna pick the Saints. Kills me to say it, but that's how it may be. Jags and the Chargers. Oh man, what a game. It's Thursday night. Yeah, Thursday against the Chiefs. Chiefs and Chargers. Justin Herbert was getting beat up. Said something about his. I thought he broke his rib, honestly, but I think it was not that severe. But he's still supposed to play this game, and I'm pretty sure the Jags won. They killed the Colts, right? It was 24-0, I think. I think it's what it was. But I still got to see more from the Jags. Chargers, I know, are a pretty sound team altogether, so I'm going to go to the Chargers here. But it should be a good game nonetheless. Rams, Cardinals. I still don't have faith in the Cardinals, even though they came back and beat the Raiders. The Rams are still a sound team. Super Bowl winners. You know, it's the track record they have. Matt Stafford, still have good receivers. If they can get Cooper Kupp going, actually, not only Cooper Kupp, but the other receivers get going, I'm sure to go with the Rams here. Ooh, 2 duds of a team. Oh man. I kind of want to go with Seattle here. They played surprisingly really good week 1, and they beat the Broncos. I am not thinking of how week 2 went for them. Pretty sure they lost. And the Falcons are they're still the Falcons, man. They're just like my Panthers, you know. I'm not just gonna like send hate without accepting some hate of my own. I'm gonna rock with Geno, OWVU quarterback. That's my team. I'm gonna rock with Geno to win this game though. Go Seahawks. Another good one. These are two teams that you always think are NFC like championship contenders every year. With now that they have Tom Brady, even though it's been like 3 years. Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. I know the Buccaneers game last week against the Saints was super close, 20-10. They had that fight happen where Mike Evans is not going to play this week. I mean, the Packers did not play well week 1, and then they played a lot better week 2. Ran the ball super well. I'll go with the Packers here. Yeah, we'll go with the Packers over the Bucs. San Fran with their new quarterback now, Jimmy Garoppolo. Good thing they didn't get rid of him. And the Broncos, who have looked not great. Dude, hopefully a quick recovery for Trey Lance, dude. I had no idea it actually happened. My buddy messaged me and said, hey, what happened to Trey Lance? I was like, what are you talking about? So I went to Twitter, looked up real quick, and I was like, oh, okay, that happened. But yeah, I'm going to go with 49ers. I think they're a better team right now. Broncos need to get it together with Russell Wilson. I don't know what's going on there, but until then, 49ers. And then this is Monday Night Football for next week. And the Giants just beat my Panthers in a close game. They outplayed us. I'll admit that again. And Cowboys don't have Dak. I'm not trusting them, even though I was trusting them right at the beginning of the year. Giants aren't a bad team. They're well coached. I got a lot more respect for Coach DeBall. I'm pretty sure is his name. He put it to us last week. So I'll roll with the Giants here. Can't say I have much faith in Cooper Rush for the Cowboys. So we'll go with the Giants this game. All right, that is the end of it. So again, in the description, I'm going to leave my Pigskin Pick'ems group in the description. So if you guys want to join it, you guys can see how you guys do against me. If you disagree with my pick, let me know why. Don't just dislike the video, because I don't know why you dislike the video, you know? At least tell me why. Other than that, man, good luck to your team in week 3, and I'll see you guys later for week 4.